I'm Judy Green and welcome back to Natchat. So Paul, before the break we were talking about meditation, and in regards to yourself, when you meditate, each day do you actually sit down with eyes shut, or you have your own way of bringing yourself to your centre?
I have my own way of doing it, and yes, I do sit down with my eyes shut. I find having that distraction of the visual input creates more difficulty in actually doing meditation. So I sit down and I do it with my eyes shut to make sure that I can focus on what I'm doing. Was
that silly what I just said? Can you meditate with your eyes open?
Yes, you can.
So, for instance, I would think, say, even for me in the show, you know, when it's time to start working, you get that sort of adrenaline or the butterflies. And I remember a long time ago, and I must admit I do forget to do it from time to time, you know, I remember the breathing. So at that stage, you're right, you can keep the eyes open, but generally speaking, for a practice early in the morning, I guess it is the eyes shut and just centre. So, okay, so the start of your day, you might not do it every day, but you meditate.
Yep. And
then do you have another procedure that helps you?
The meditation is real, well, besides doing exercise, but so the exercises in the morning, the meditation is usually in addition to that, and that develops the right energy levels and also the right mindset. So I clear my mind, I have the focus of what I need to do for the day, and then I'm clear about where I need to go and what I need to do.
So questions. So we start off, it seems all wonderful. We've got a good start to the day. So you're in an important business meeting and something isn't quite going the way you want. I don't mean you personally, for anyone. So do you have particular techniques you may use to balance yourself or centre yourself?
Yes, I do. What I find is I have what I call like a trigger or an anchor, that when I take a big deep breath, it allows me to balance and centre myself because I'm so used to doing it.
Yes.
That I can do that. But you can do it with you can also provide that with providing a point on your body, that you touch a point on your body, and that you've created that as a trigger for you to balance yourself as you do.
Now, would this take many years of practicing, or is this something someone could learn quite quickly if they're given the skills?
Yeah, no problem. I can teach people very quickly and very easily, within a matter of probably half an hour, about what they can do and how they can use that for themselves when they want to go into an area, if they've got negotiations, a meeting, an interview, a good date, they want to meet someone, they can centre themselves and feel really good about who they are and what they're doing.
Okay, so with your work, I sort of cut in before you were getting to the stage of having enough energy and bringing the energy up.
Yeah, what I was saying is that when you have sufficient energy, you have passion about what you do, that creates energy for you. Then of course you have the situation where if you eat right, sleep right, nutrition we talked about before, which gives you the energy from a physical point of view, and then with the mind and body that we were talking about earlier, that we wanted to get balanced, the balance then is connecting the energy to both of those. And of course the body is related to doing action and taking action. So you need to actually take action for whatever you do, and most people talk about things but they don't necessarily progress it through to what they need to do.
So, I mean, the main thing is we're all trying to find balance, which is all these steps for the purpose of achieving balance. What do you think stops people being balanced? They just don't know where to look or understand how to get it?
Yeah, it's a good question. The interesting part about the way we do things is that balance is about how we see things and how we interpret things and how we perceive it. So it's really a matter of getting people to understand about what's real in their lives versus what they believe is real in their lives. They have a perception, you know, perception is their reality. So if we can get people to understand what is real for them by having a clear understanding about where they want to go, what the purpose is, have the passion to be able to get those things done, then that will provide them with the ability to get the balance because they know where to spend their time.
See, I think that in itself is such a skill because we can always see in other people's lives.
It's always easier for them.
It's kind of easy to actually even be honest with oneself and realistically look and be able to I don't even know the right words, but it's always difficult when you're trying to, you know, work out your own path in your own life and your own balance. You know, we can see when someone else is overworking or whatever, but we always have our own excuses, don't we?
Yeah, and the reason for that is because it's personal.
Yeah.
It becomes an emotional aspect. We do everything for an emotion to get a response to what we want to do. And when it becomes personal, we have that emotional aspect to us. When we're looking at someone else, we can be disassociated from that situation. It makes it easier for us to actually see what's there. We tend to filter that information for ourselves, which is our mindset about what we believe. But getting people the opportunity to see what's actually there and getting them to understand what they can do is the first step in getting the balance that they need. And it's not that hard. It is relatively simple to do once we show them a few tools about how to do that. And that's part of what I do is show people those tools that they can do to be able to get that balance, to be able to have fun, stop and smell the roses, as they say, in terms of those areas, and enjoy life and achieve what they want.
So we're going to go to another break. I think after the break, you know, I want to ask you if there is sort of a shortcut or it's just like putting in the time, you know, which I'm sure you have and I also have. But we'll just go to the break now. And I hope you've been enjoying Natchat, our show, and we'll be back soon after the break.